Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman finally admits, I don't want to be a man's equal. Let's get it.
In the desire to be equal, we've forgotten what makes us special. So it's like, no, I don't want to be a man's equal. I want to be the best female that I can be. When I met Charles, the reason I was attracted to him was because he was more of those things than I was. I was like, holy shit, I met my match and maybe someone who could outperform me. So it made me feel safe. I was just like, okay, this is a good man for me to follow. But then, I'm not sure where this came from, but my desire to be just as good as a man, I started an underlying, and I have to say it was unconscious, competition with him. Everything he did, I wanted to do it better. If he was gonna work till 10 o'clock at night, then I'm gonna work till 10:01. You're not gonna beat me. And I didn't realize I was doing that until one of our doctors, our chiropractor, was like, God, you are in serious competition with Charles. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, listen to the things you're telling me. And I'm just like, holy shit, I am, because I felt like in order to be a good teammate to him, I had to be able to perform just like him, but it's not true.
Some great points made in this video. We have what appears to be a boss babe, right? Modern woman, go-getter, highly ambitious woman. And she says that when she met her, what it seems to be her husband, the reason why she was attracted to him was because he was more of what she was. But she wanted to compete with him. She felt like in order to be a good partner, she had to compete with her man, which is honestly nothing new when it comes to how most women view relationships and marriages today. As always, we're gonna check out some of these comments. Let's see what the people have to say. First comment comes from a woman, and it reads, it's the end statement for me, with the applause emoji. She goes on to say, we want to give reciprocity in a relationship, but we don't know how other than matching the energy, AKA competing. And so we have a woman here who says, hey, I wanna provide with you in exchange the same type of value that you're bringing to me, right? If you're somebody who's so great at what you do, and she's talking about the man in her life. And most women today think the way that they do that is matching that person's energy, being as ambitious as their man. Now, women are told over and over again that men don't value their ambition. Men don't value their money. Men do not value their success, but they don't listen. They don't listen. I assure you, the chick in this video who was talking about how she was competing with her man her whole life probably considered herself a woman who was non-traditional. It took her getting into a relationship with the man, competing with her man, failing, right? Realizing that she couldn't compete with the man who she looked up to. Why? Because he was better than her. She said it herself, not me.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
It took that to ask herself, all right, so I'm getting my butt kicked. I can never be as ambitious as this man who I look up to, of course. What can I do to bring value to him? And that's when she started to think of different ways she could bring value, which was being the woman who her man probably always wanted her to be, or maybe even saw in her. In most cases, how you match a man's energy who is ambitious, who's competitive, right, who's successful, is usually providing the feminine, peaceful, agreeable qualities, nurturing qualities that man wants. Like she stated there, she says, in our quest for equality, we as women have lost what makes us special. And when you lose what makes you special, well, you start thinking you are like a man, and you start showing reciprocity by doing manly things like trying to compete with your man. Oh, okay, you made $150,000. Let me try to do the same thing the next year. And that should make you happy, right? Nah, that's not what the guy needs. Let's check out the next comment here. It reads, oh my gosh, this happened to me also unconsciously. And I just realized this because I heard a post about female energy in a relationship, and I thought, whoa, I'm giving too much masculine energy. And she goes on to say, it made me realize I'm trying to do the same thing as my husband. I believe that's supposed to say ... I'm glad I caught it now. Yeah, good thing you caught it now before you couldn't realize it. You were in your masculinity and most likely would have initiated divorce, because masculine energy and masculine energy naturally competes. Another woman says, I guess the question is, what does it mean to be feminine or masculine anyway? Oh shit, here we go. I work hard and I actually earn more. Does that mean I'm not feminine? No, feminine has nothing to do with what you earn. Comment goes on to read, I can mow the grass and do the dishes. Does that mean I'm not feminine? I think equality for me is more about each person putting the other first and approaching challenges head on as a couple. That's what I think we need. It doesn't matter about traditional roles and all that. A partnership, red flag,
This coffee smells like shit.
is about helping each other in life and having someone to take care of you. Why does it always seem like the single women, if you just listen to this woman speak closely, right? She's not talking about the relationship she's had. She's talking about the type of relationship she wants to have. The single women always have the answers, don't they? Ma'am, I'm sure the ladies prior to your comment also used to think the way you thought. And then you get in a relationship with the man and you bring this type of partnership BS. It's not gonna go well. It's not. Finally, a last comment here comes from a man and it reads, men and women are two different energies, two different powers. When either genders try to be equal to the other, it is no different to water saying, I can be fire. This is nothing personal. This is not sexism, not hating or discriminating either gender. This is just the fact that we are dealing with two different beings. And until we recognize this in society, that we are different, and until we embrace those differences and hone in our separate strengths, we're never going to be able to actually set up a society that is beneficial for both. Paraphrase from Till Swan. As always, guys, curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Appreciate you guys for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.